Hello, my name is Mary Martin, and I am the proud parent of two beautiful daughters, Alacia and Sophia. Sophia is my youngest daughter, and she was diagnosed with sensory processing disorder as well as motor deficiencies. Her inability to process information accurately that she was seeing, hearing, and feeling left her in a constant state of fear and chaos. This fear-based mentality left everyday experiences like change very overwhelming for her. On average, she experienced 3 to 4 20-minute meltdowns a day. A meltdown is very different than a temper tantrum. A temper tantrum is when someone willfully throws a fit because they do not get their way. A meltdown is when someone does not have the ability to regulate their emotions, and they literally begin to melt down from the inside out. This was our normal. When Sophia was about 3 years old, I began to do a lot of research trying to understand her needs and how to help her. Having a little bit of a medical background, I began to enlist some therapies that were more holistic in nature versus trying to medicate her. These therapies in the beginning, they were helpful to our family as well as giving us some hope, but they did not get to the root of our problem. It wasn't until we discovered the Davis Concepts for Life program that we began to see lasting change. Sophia was 9 years old when she first listened to the Ting, and I can remember so clearly that day. After listening to the Ting, I said, "Sophia, how do you feel?" And she said, "Mom, I feel peaceful," very monotone voice, but I began to cry. She had never felt peaceful on the inside before. As we continued through the program, listening to the Ting daily for the next 4 to 6 months, she began to individuate, which normally occurs around 2 to 3 years of life. She began to experience her own wants, likes, and desires, as well as allowing mom to interact with other children. She was glued to my hip prior to that, and it was a fantastic journey to watch. During the first construction, Sophia was introduced to change, and she no longer was terrified by change. Change was still very difficult for us for a while, but she began to understand that change was simply something becoming something else. And then within the second construction, she was introduced to perception and her thought life. She began to accurately perceive the world around her. In the third construction, she was introduced to emotions and how her emotions played a vital role in motivation and taking responsibility for things. As we finished up the program with the social piece, Sophia discovered 4 foundational principles regarding relationships as well as behavior, and how her behavior and others played a role in those relationships. Relationships were really difficult for Sophia. It was straining at best. And when we finished the program, Sophia transformed from a fearful, frightened child who did not interact well with others to a normal, neurotypical teenager who is seeking after life. She is 2 cycles away from her black belt currently. She also desires to work for Lucasfilms one day. She's actively pursuing goals to try to achieve that. And she is a changed young woman. We have not had such life changes without the concepts within this program. It changed our life so drastically that I pursued my facilitator's license. As a family, we have come together, we are unified, we laugh together, we cry together, we lift up one another, we grow together, and those experiences just did not happen prior to this program. Now, having had an opportunity to take several others through this program, I have seen those same monumental moments take place within families. Their moments look different than mine, but they still have those moments, those aha moments, to where families are unified, hearts and minds are merged, and they begin to understand one another. And for me and my family, we now have a tangible way of understanding the world around us as well as within us. And I would really just encourage you to take some time, find a facilitator in your area, and research a little bit more about which program would best suit your needs, for there are several within the Davis Foundation. I will wish you the very best on this journey, for it is a journey. It's continuous. We continue to grow and learn, but having these foundational concepts in place, life now is more to be about exploring versus just overwhelmed and frightened. I hope you have a fantastic day.